Good morning. I think it's a wonderful morning that we have. I'm recording this on my phone, but I wanted to do a new video today in anticipation of the one that is supposed to come out on Friday. So this will be on my YouTube channel. So good morning to all of you. And this is something small that I want to tell you today. Take charge of your own life. Take charge of the things that come to you. Stop blaming other people that are around you or the circumstances that are around you, giving them blame over the things that are happening in your life. At the end of the day, you are in charge of everything that happens in your life. And once you start taking responsibility of every single thing that happens to you, whether good or bad, then you will start having more victory in your life. You will start having more things happening in your life that you can actually control. If you take every single situation, whether you could control it or not, and remind yourself that it is your fault. It may not be, but once you accept that it is your fault, that it is within your power, then you reduce the power of that particular thing and the effect that it has on you. But every single time that you whine, every single time that you complain about the things that are happening to you, remember that you are taking away the power that you would have over that particular thing that is happening in your life. So today I want you to take charge of every single thing that is happening in your life. I want you to declare to yourself that you have more control over the things that are happening in your life, because at the end of the day, it all boils down to the decisions that you make. It can be 10% what happens to you, but 90% is how you react to what happens to you. So how will you react today to the things that are happening to your life? What are you going to do today differently from the way you have been doing things in the past? You already know that the way you have been doing things does not work. So you need to make a change today. You need to make a change today. Make a difference in the way that you have been doing your things. Make a difference and start to see a change. Start to see a different projectile starting to be formed, because you cannot expect to be doing things the same way and then expect that things will change. That is what is called foolishness. You have to change the way you do things. You have to change the way you look at things. You have to change your mindset in order for things to start to change. Don't wait for help from outside for you to be able to change the situation that you're in. Don't wait for your friends or your family to come and start giving you solutions. Solutions, number one, have to come from you. And if you believe in God like I do, then you know that you can always take all your problems to God. Stop complaining to other people about how things are, and then get on your knees and pray and actually get solutions in prayer. Because that is where you will actually get solutions. You will not get solutions from people, because 20% of people don't care. 80% of people actually are happy that you're actually in those problems. So stop sharing your problems with every single person that you see around, and keep telling people of how life is hard on you, because number one, every single person is going through their own battles. Probably 50% are going through more issues than you are going through, so they are wondering why you're complaining. So stop complaining. Start taking charge of your life. Start making sure that every single day you wake up, you say, I am taking charge of my life. Take charge of your life. Make sure that every single thing that you do is in your best interest, because at the very end of the day, you matter the most to you. Because if you don't care about yourself, don't expect other people to care about you. Because when you take care of yourself, you show the world how they should treat you. But if you treat yourself badly, then there is no one who will treat you better than you would treat yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. I hope today you can be able to take charge of your life, sit down and plan the next week, the next day, the next month, and tell yourself the pity party is over. There is no space in your life for actually complaining. There is no space in your life for just sitting down and saying that every single day things are against you. Things are not against you. Every single challenge that you face is meant to make you stronger. And if you do not realize that you're supposed to become stronger by the things that are happening in your life, then you're missing the point. You cannot get responsibility if you do not go through a test. You cannot get a higher promotion if you do not conquer the one that you're going through now. So stop complaining about the things that are happening and look at them as opportunities for you to prove yourself, as opportunities for you to be able to build yourself, because that is what is important. You need to build yourself. You need to make sure that the things that you're doing are up to par. Compete with yourself and stop competing with other people that are around you. Take charge of the responsibilities that you have been given and make sure that you execute them to the fullest. Make sure that every single thing that you're doing is actually high quality. It does not make sense for you to be haphazard this morning. It does not make sense for you to do your things without thinking about the quality that you're giving out. Revolutionize the way people look at you by looking at yourself and loving yourself and making sure that the things that you do are actually good for you. Stop competing with the people that are around you and look just to increase yourself today. Because once you increase yourself, then you continue to beat the previous you. You do not need to compete with anyone else. There is no room to compete with anyone else. The world is looking for originality. The world is looking for people who will make sure that everything they do is actually authentic and original. No one needs another duplicate. The way that you are going to succeed is to make sure that you are different. Is to make sure that you are unique. And to actually use the God-given things that you have that have actually made you. The DNA that you have actually makes you unique. So stop trying to copy other people. Make sure that whatever you are doing, you do to the best of your ability. Do it the way that you would do it. And you will start seeing success. Success is actually being better than yesterday. If you make that your standard of success, my friend, you have already won. So I want you to start this day by winning. Start this day by being who you are. Stop trying to change who you have always been and be more of who you are. That is where your success will come from. Your success will not come from just being a copy of every single thing that you see outside, because the world already has its Mark Zuckerberg. It already has its Warren Buffett. It already has its Martin Luther King. But does it have your name? Can people say that I want to be like? Because they will only want to be like you when you become who you are supposed to be yourself. It is not enough that you would just want to copy being someone else. Someone said that you were born an original, do not die a copy. So this day, I ask you, be authentic, be truthful to yourself. Make sure that today you do things differently from the way that you did them yesterday. And I promise you, you will actually make a difference in your life. Your life will be different. everything about you will be different. Have an awesome day. Okay?